Today, we are beginning the first in a brand new, unsettling series right here on Mystery Rift. We are delving into the cases of missing people who share an incredible, unnerving connection. Their intellectual profile. We're talking about high-level academics, doctors, professors, and today, a brilliant German physicist who vanished without a trace in the American Southwest. This is not random happenstance. Everything we discuss is the result of over a decade of methodical research, piecing together fragments into a pattern that should stop you cold when you venture into the wild. When I started this work, I knew nothing, except that some people were simply vanishing in our national parks. That slowly expanded to U.S. forests and other public lands. As I read through hundreds of missing person reports, specific strange commonalities started to appear. These became what we now call the missing 411 profile points. We found that the October and November spike in disappearances is often tied to hunters. They are the ones who deliberately go off trail, cross country, and sadly, sometimes pay the ultimate price. But the core cases defy common sense and human error. The first profile point is the failure of canines. Professional dogs cannot pick up a scent, and expert trackers find no footmarks. Another chilling factor is the point of separation. Two hikers or hunters split up for just a short period, agreeing to meet later, but one is never seen again. It begs the question, is something out there actively watching, waiting for that precise moment of isolation to occur? Then there is the anomaly of bodies being found in previously searched areas. Searchers swear they were right there, but days later, the victim is discovered lying in the exact same location. It gives the profound and disturbing impression that the person was simply not there the day before, that they were somehow deposited back into the area after the fact. We also consistently find intense weather issues, a rapid, severe storm, high winds, or freezing hail that either precedes the event or abruptly and effectively halts the entire search. The phenomenon of missing clothes and shoes is also rampant. People are found completely naked, or their clothes are neatly piled just yards from where they were last seen, ruling out basic hypothermia. And finally, the most enigmatic commonality of all, the presence of boulders and granite. The highest concentration of these disappearances is in granite-heavy areas, such as Yosemite National Park. I need you to understand that granite is rich in piezoelectric quartz, and it is theorized that these massive stone formations can create an unprecedented geomagnetic anomaly. This may be the environmental key to the mystery. Now, let's begin our new series on missing intellectuals with a case that is truly a doozy. It involves a man named Dr. Reinhard Kachner, a brilliant German physicist. He vanished on April 1st, 2007 in Coconino County, Arizona. He was 61, highly intelligent, and in phenomenal athletic condition. Every case of a missing physicist I have found going back decades was German. Reinhard was working on absolute cutting-edge science for GSI Corporation, which operated a unique accelerator facility. He was literally working on the building blocks of matter and the evolution of the universe. His expertise was deep, specialized, and highly valuable. Reinhard loved traveling to the U.S., and in March 2007, he rented a camper truck for a solo vacation. He was scheduled to meet his fiancée, Krista Wolf, in Las Vegas on April 9th. When Krista arrived, Reinhard never showed. She reported him missing, setting off a search that would lead to one of the most baffling cases on record. His abandoned, locked camper truck was found on April 12th near the Little Colorado River Gorge on the Navajo Reservation. It was parked deep out in the middle of a desolate, high desert area. Krista confirmed Reinhard was extremely fit, capable of walking 18 miles in a single day. His day pack, camera, compass, and maps were all gone from the truck. The search was massive, involving helicopters, canines, and dozens of ground searchers, even technical climbing teams. But the dogs found nothing, and the trackers failed. Searchers who hiked into the bottom of the gorge ran into a research team who had been there for weeks. They confirmed they hadn't seen anyone matching Reinhard's description. Then, the familiar profile point occurred, the weather intervened. A severe bulletin reported 50-mile-per-hour winds, forcing the grounding of all air support and abruptly halting the search. Inside the locked truck, investigators found his journal. The final entry was dated March 31st, stating he planned to hike near the gorge the next day, April 1st. Here is where the story gets chilling, and I mean hold on to your coffee chilling. Several local ranchers stopped at the command post and confirmed the truck had been there since at least April 1st. A Coconino sheriff's lieutenant wrote a supplemental report documenting his conversation with these ranchers. He asked them what the local community thought had happened to this missing German man. The report states there were many rumors circulating. The prevailing theory was that aliens had taken Mr. Keener. This was substantiated by a separate piece of information, that something shiny had been seen in the sky at about the time of the disappearance, near the truck. This claim, a UFO sighting, is documented in the official law enforcement report. Dr. Kinnear has never been found. His pack, his camera, his trace, all vanished, leaving behind only an official police report mentioning extraterrestrial activity. Why did the canines fail to pick up any scent in the canyon? Why did the sudden extreme winds halt the search so decisively? Let's revisit the Granite enigma and the intellect factor. Reinhardt was working on science that explores the unknown, the subatomic, the very nature of reality. I propose a possibility that these highly specialized intellects, especially those connected to advanced physics, are being extracted by a non-human force. Perhaps an entity that uses the energy generated by granite as a kind of portal or beacon. Think of it. A German physicist working on world-altering science disappears in a remote, granite-rich desert right when something shiny is reported in the sky. It's too specific to be coincidence. It reminds me of other high-profile disappearances, like the engineers who vanished near energy sites, or the cluster of missing people near the infamous Skinwalker Ranch. The common thread is always the intersection of high strangeness and an inexplicable loss of human life. I don't think this is random, folks. These individuals, based on their background and the circumstances, appear to be specifically selected or targeted. The part about the shiny object? I'm just reporting facts documented by law enforcement and credible people who live in that area. We must explore all possibilities, no matter how unbelievable they sound. If you want to see the deeper connections between these vanishings and other unexplained phenomena, I urge you to watch the documentary Missing 411, The UFO Connection. It's available to stream right now. You be safe. Be kind. Please share this story across your social media. We need more exposure for these disappearances. People need to understand that this isn't just bad luck. It is a consistent, terrifying pattern. Thanks for being here on Mystery Rift. We will continue to investigate until the truth is known. Light is out.